Welcome! Welcome to Windsuse. I'm your friend Amit Roy. Today, you will see the stock markets are going down everywhere. Oil price, though, has come down, is a major cause of concern. Now, I wanted to place in front of you Zaibatsu, the Japanese business conglomerate and Japanese business practices and stock market and how Indian stock market you can compare and how they're tanking every day. And Indian business culture a little bit. Now Japan uh, has a unique kind of business culture and led by Japanese majors included in Zaibatsu. Though Zaibatsu name is not very good now, I've learned. Zaibatsu means financial cliques. But I'll not use that word in a negative sense, you see. Though the four major companies were firstly included in Zaibatsu. One was famous Mitsubishi and Mitsui, Sumitomo, and Yosuda. Now, look, Mitsubishi, Sumitomo, they had connection. They were existing before Meiji Restoration, even in Edo period. And they are very fantastic companies, you see. But they grew because of their connection with government. They got a lot of government backing. Now, you may tell it good or bad, I'm not going into that. What I'm trying to tell you is that these are the facts. And after Russo-Japanese War, where Russians were kicked out and defeated badly, they became very famous. But you see, I had the opportunity to go to Sumitomo headquarters, and it was one of my best day in my life, I must say. Then I was not so important even understanding the power of Sumitomo, and now I understand where I went. It was, and I'm a little bit part of Sumitomo group also, however very small. Anyway, that is not the point. Point is, look, now after Second World War, Americans or Allied forces tried to break Zaibatsu down. And it was told that 1930, Zaibatsu was involved in financial economic speculation, financial speculation also. And Japan, they had little, so some people criticized them. But in Second World War, we must know, we had a very famous military aircraft, and that's Mitsubishi Zero. See, Mitsubishi supplied that. In 30s, that influence also is being told that in political parties, even today they have outside, kind of influence in political parties, but not like pre-war. And where Mitsui had a connection with Rikken Sei-Kyukai and also is connected with Japanese army. And Mitsubishi had Rikken Minasaito, and it is connected with Japanese Navy. So they used to get a lot of contracts. Americans try to break down Mitsubishi. Sorry, not only Mitsubishi, but entire Zaibatsu after Second World War. And you can see Yoshida got dissolved, and they tried to dissolve other few companies like Okura, and I went to Okura Hotel, and Kawasaki. These are the companies usually, they wanted to dissolve. And afterward, you see Mitsubishi Electric, that became Panasonic, where I am. I made my little bit money from that company also. They also were in the list of being dissolved by Americans. But the all workers petitioned and all. Now they were saved, and they became Panasonic later on. Honda, Toyota, we must know about their ascendance. How small they were, Honda used to be, and now look, this is a super brand all over the world. In that sense, India has not many brands. And Japanese, one thing I must say, fantastic thing, they never cheat their shareholders. That's a brilliant thing in Japanese. In every business there will be profit and loss. But Japanese never cheat their shareholders. Unfortunately, in India, it's a norm to cheat shareholders. I don't like it. Look at Reliance, how they're cheating their shareholders. Anil Ambani. There are many companies, I'm not going to name them, you see. Look, two Indian companies are really true, fantastic companies, like Tata Group. If we call Indian Zaibatsu, then I can say Tata is one of them, a fantastic, respected world over. And also ITC, true Indian multinational. But look how Indian culture is. Look at Adani Group. Every day they are cooking. The stocks are going down. And it's a picture of dismal, kind of activity. Despair, all D. So their Adani stocks are going down every day. And Indian demand is not picking up in India. That's a very interesting thing. Demand is not picking up in India. Though Indian economy is said to be growing in faster pace, etc., but in demand is not growing. And the tax policy is not good. The oil price is going down because demand all over the world, demand is going down. But government will never reduce tax on oil prices. That's a very bad thing. Secondly, you see, all the stocks I see in India, the prices are coming down every day. Because one reason is American Fed. American Fed, because they are trying to shoot up their interest rate, etc. So that's a cause of concern. In America, also stocks are going down. Look, there is a basic difference in India and Japanese companies. You see, the Japanese companies working in India have changed their modus operandi. First, I was hooked by a company called Indo-Asahi Glass, long time ago. Then their style was very Japanese. But today, after that I had a Yokogawa Electric, etc. But you see, but now, Japanese companies in India, though they are Japanese company by name, but they don't behave like a Japanese company in Japan. That's a very striking thing in my observation. No, they are not cheating anybody, but they behave very Indian in India. But that was very striking for me, I was very surprised. But their quality, of course, the fantastic quality, they maintain their quality. This is the difference between Indian companies and Japanese companies. Indian companies also maintain good quality, but they cheat their shareholders. That's a problem. Not all, but many. Infosys doesn't cheat. TCS, etc. They are fantastic companies, but they don't cheat. But many Indian companies are, like Adani. Look, government's pet company. They betrayed their own people. Now, American rating agencies have pointed finger at them. Heidelberg, etc. Sorry, Hindenburg. And they are saying that they have cooked their balance sheet, which is a crime. In Japan, I've visited few AGMs, annual general meetings. But they will, if they have some disgrace, they step down. India, it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. They don't show any respect to the shareholders. And plus Modi, such a draconian man, such a draconian plans he has. You want dividend, Modi will suck your blood. 20% taxes from your earned dividend. What relief he has given to the people. He is such a sick man. I really despise Modi and Modi's government. However, this is my humble submission. Also, I want to say that I didn't mention Nakajima, how they were also outside of the Zaibatsu. And Mitsui, I said, Mitsui buys a lot of tea, and I was also a little bit rubbing shoulders with Mitsui. Tried. I failed. Anyway, thank you very much for patient hearing, and hope Indian companies will behave like someday Japanese companies and prove their honesty and social responsibility. Thank you very much for patient hearing. Please like me and subscribe me. Best wishes.